Now, if you have watched movies like Dil Chahta Hai or Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, then you'll find that these beautiful movies have a very common element in them that stands out for all.
You mean the bond between characters and the friendships?
What? No. Both these movies have cool convertible cars, and they tell us how great it is to drive around different terrains in these beautiful machines. Now, people will tell you that convertible cars are not practical. They are not meant to be a family car. But that is not the reason why you buy a convertible. You buy a convertible because they grab attention. You buy them because they have a charm that helps you stand out. And recently, a convertible that has entered the Indian market is this. Ladies and gentlemen, this right here is the new Mercedes-Benz CLE 300 Cabriolet. However, before I tell you more about this beautiful machine, if you are new to the channel, do subscribe to Car and Bike, and while you're at it, do hit that bell notification as well so you never miss an update from us. Now, when it comes to grabbing attention, the CLE does a fine job at it. Up front, you have a very imposing face, which is highlighted by the three-pointed star logo at the center, which covers the ADAS unit. But the grille itself has those small three-pointed stars that make up the very beautiful pattern. You can see more chrome elements on the bumper, which has been replicated in the rear bumper as well. And they add a touch of premiumness. And I like the level of chrome used here. It's not too much for my liking. Then you have the new digital LED headlamps, very sleek design, has a very nice pattern as well. These light up nicely. There's an animation that comes up every time you start the car, and the same can be seen on the LED tail lights at the rear as well. As you come towards the side, you'll notice 19-inch alloy wheels. These are dual tone alloys, and you get that silver and black finish. Looks very premium, especially when the car is rolling. But then again, the biggest visual highlight for the CLE 300 Cabriolet is its convertible avatar. Yes, it gets a soft top, and I have kept it down for the moment because this is the way this car should look. It looks premium, it looks luxurious, it looks stately. And this is how I think is the best way to drive this car around.
The CLE 300 with me comes in this beautiful spectral blue paint job with a convertible soft top fabric roof which takes about 20 seconds to open or close.
Now, coming to the cabin, very much reminiscent of the C-Class, especially the dashboard and the layout. But for the CLE, the design and the styling has been slightly tweaked. You get this nice carbon fiber treatment on the center console as well as the dashboard panels. You get different texture or different colors for the dashboard. Leatherette material. Yes, this is black and tonka brown treatment that you get for the cabin. This, of course, is ventilated, and you also get heating function for both the driver and co-driver. Along with that, there is a third button here you'll find which gives out warm air around your neck. This is called air scarves, so you get a nice hot breeze, especially when you're driving around in colder climates. That is a useful feature. However, I don't think that will be very useful in a climate like Mumbai. Then you have other features like this 11.9-inch touchscreen infotainment system, which is again taken from the C-Class, and here you also get this tilt function which allows you to adjust the degree of angle. And when you have the top down, this is more ideal position, so it's more legible under sunlight. And of course, it is loaded with wireless connectivity for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, along with other connectivity suites as part of Mercedes Me package. The driver cluster is also a digital unit, a 12.3-inch display, very informative, crisp colors even in this harsh sunlight. It is very much legible. I can see everything. The readouts are nice, and you also get multiple themes, so you can adjust them according to your preference. You also get features like navigation on this and vehicle statistics, among others. The steering is also new. You get a sporty design which is similar to what you'll see on AMG cars as well, but this is not an AMG steering. But you do get capacitive controls, not my favorite feature in Mercedes cars, but it has become quite common, and you do let us know in the comments what do you think about it. Underneath this storage, you will find wireless charger, a couple of USB ports and cup holders as well, and a bigger glove box box is given here with additional USB ports. However, there are three important buttons on the center console that I have to talk about, and those are the controls for the soft top roof. Yes, you have one button that allows you to open the roof, one button that allows you to close the roof. However, these are not one touch control. You have to keep them holding so that the action can be applied. There is a third button at the center which allows you to open the wind curtains that are placed here on top of the windshield, as well as one behind the rear seats, and they are very useful when you're driving with the top down.
The convertible roof can even be opened or closed on the go at speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour.
Now, if you are wondering how you get inside the second row, then it's quite easy. If it was a coupe, then it would have been slightly difficult for someone of my size to get in. But because I have the top down, all you have to do is pull this tab and this passenger seat automatically goes in. Then it's as easy as just stepping inside and sitting. Again, pull the tab, pull it towards you, and the seat comes behind, and it detects that a person is sitting and it stops at there. Now, it is not the most comfortable space for me. I would rather sit behind the steering wheel or on this front passenger seat, but it is decent for kids. They will be pretty much comfortable here. You have 3-pointed seat belts for them. You get a couple of cup holders as well as a storage area, and because you get a Burmester surround sound system here, even when they are sitting at the back, they will be able to enjoy their time in this beautiful car.
And if you are wondering about safety, then let me tell you, the CLE 300 is well equipped here too. In addition to multiple airbags, tire pressure monitoring system and ISOFIX, you also get ADAS functionalities like blind spot assist, speed limit assist, active parking assist, 360 view cameras, active brake assist and more.
Now, under the hood of the new CLE 300 Cabriolet is the same 2-liter engine that is offered with the C-Class as well. Yes, this is the 300 series engine, and the power figures also remain the same. It gives you about 255 brake horsepower and about 400 Newton meter of peak torque. Now, these are impressive numbers, and in the C-Class, this engine is something that we quite loved. In fact, Bilal tested out the C-Class recently, and you can check the video somewhere on the screen, or it will be on the description box below. Now, I'm quite impressed with how this engine performs. The power buildup is nice and quick, and it sustains itself quite nicely throughout the rev band. In fact, I'm very impressed with the low level of turbo lag here. Yes, you do get signature mild hybrid tech that we have been seeing in Mercedes' cars. You do have that 48 volt unit along with an integrated starter generator. In fact, the CLE gets a latest generation of the integrated starter generator, which has been improved, which is why the turbo lag is minimal and the engine feels quite sporty and quite responsive. Now, with the updated ISG, the additional boost that you get here has also improved. In fact, it has gone up to 23 brake horsepower from 20 brake horsepower, and the torque also has gone up to 205 Newton meters. Of course, this is only available for a short duration, for about 30 seconds, but that is enough to improve the overall performance of this vehicle. In fact, you get an overboost function here that further increases it to 27 brake horsepower, and that, my friends, is what has given you that agility that you experience in this car. In fact, the car can go from 0 to 100 in 6.6 seconds. Having all that said, it is still the CLE and not the regular C-Class, so I was expecting more performance. The gripe here is the fact that this is a replacement for both the E-Class and the C-Class's Cabriolet versions. So since one car is being replaced for two, I was expecting more sportier performance from the car. A more powerful engine with a bit more grunt and a more performance-oriented setup would have made for a better package. Now coming to the on-road mannerisms of the car, it is quite nice. In fact, the suspension is set a bit on the stiffer side and it has been done intentionally. The company is also offering you selective damping system over here. So overall the setup is sportier and it feels quite direct and quite great. In fact, the handling is very nice and the steering input is also very good and it reacts quite instantly to your direction. So that is something I am quite loving. However, on the flip side, the car has been lowered by about 15 millimeters and what that gives you is a very low ground clearance, and so you will have to be careful about those big speed bumps and big potholes that we generally find on Indian roads. Now, the CLE 300 is certainly an impressive car and I have come to love it over the past few days that I have had it. However, it is not perfect. Given the fact that this car replaces both the C-Class as well as the E-Class's Cabriolet versions, the expectations with regards to what it offers in terms of luxury, in terms of tech and features were a bit high. The same can be said about the engine as well. Yes, don't get me wrong, it is a very nice engine and we loved it in the C-Class. However, here we expected something a bit more sportier, a bit more thrilling that goes with the overall persona of the CLE 300 Cabriolet. Now the fact remains that in the segment you also have the BMW Z4, and while it is slightly cheaper, it is not a direct rival to the CLE. It is a two-door, two-seater, while here you get 4 seats. So yes, more space for people that you want to take along with you on your beautiful journeys. And I think that for such a price tag, the CLE offers you an exclusivity that very few cars in this segment offer. Well, if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow enthusiasts. And if you have any comments or suggestions, you can put them down in the box below. And for more such content, keep following Car and Bike.